All right, guys. I think we are going to go ahead and get started with this year's Winter Rally. Thank you guys so much again for coming to Winter Rally this year. Things look a little bit different compared to last year. We're setting it up a lot more like our FLC was this past year. And today we're just going to be going over Tallo again. I know a lot of people have heard of Tallo. I know some others haven't. Some people are more familiar with it. Some people use it at school. But we're just going to go over it just a little bit more to get you guys prepared for our state leadership conference in April. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So in this workshop today, we're really just going to discuss what is Tallo, what are its functions, and then how do we use it? That's a big part of it. Tallo isn't overly complicated, but it's important to know how to use it properly and correctly. And then why we use it for a lot of different reasons. The biggest thing that we use it for will be for HOSA. There are also other reasons we use it and that it is useful for. And then we're gonna learn, we're gonna go over how to make an account and then benefits and opportunities. So what exactly is Tallo? And we're just gonna run through a quick slideshow first, and then I'm gonna take you to the Tallo website and we're gonna talk about what we're kind of looking at when we're on the site, so you can see what exactly I'm talking about here in the PowerPoint, and you'll be able to apply it to the actual site when you go to maybe create your account or update your account. So Tallo essentially is an online platform for students to showcase themselves. They can showcase their skills, their abilities, their accomplishments, their education, things like that. And then also, you're going to get a lot of exposure to colleges and companies. A lot of people don't know that Tallo isn't just for colleges and universities. They also have options for going directly into the workforce, which is really, really important because not everybody goes to college. Not everybody goes into post-secondary education. So there are opportunities for people who do not go into college or universities, which is incredible because there's not enough platforms like that at all. And Tallo is really, really good for that. There's also a lot of scholarship opportunities. This is the one that I hear about the most when people think of Tallo. They think so much about scholarships and winning prize money and helping out with their tuition because college is really expensive. We're going to learn and go over just a little bit more of those scholarship opportunities. And then their website is simply just tallo.com. So how is Tallo really useful? Well, the biggest thing that we need it for is our HOSA competitive events. HOSA competitive events, especially this year in the climate that we're in, are going to require a lot of online testing. And through a lot of those events, we're going to need a lot of documents, a lot of quizzes and tests, and other really fun things. And this is critical for our state leadership conference in April. Absolutely critical that we know how to properly make and send documents through Tallo. And then just a few examples of the biggest events that we use Tallo for. One of them is research persuasive writing and speaking. Our PSA, I've done that one. I did that last year. And then we also have things like job seeking skills. Healthcare photography is a really good one in clinical specialty. Like I said, it's really, really critical that we know how to use Tallo for our state leadership conference. We can't bring that up enough. And then, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, scholarships and other opportunities. There's other ways that we can use Tallo that aren't just HOSA centered, but can be used in conjunction with our HOSA things. Things like college exposure, getting your name out there to colleges, that they recognize you, they can see what you can do. You're going to also find HOSA related scholarships. You can find these through our conferences, but you can also find other scholarships. And then state officer candidacy. Boy, that's a fun one. Doing state officer candidacy is really, really fun. It's really simple. I highly encourage everybody this next year. If you are really passionate about HOSA, and I know all of you are, you should apply to be a state officer. It is truly an incredible experience if leadership is for you. And then you can also get your HOSA badge. HOSA badge is really, really cool to have badges on Tallo. It makes you stand out. It makes you stick out from a lot of the other people who are on Tallo, and having just one badge, and especially a prestigious one like the HOSA badge, is really going to draw more attention to your profile, to you, to what you can do, and what you can do for colleges. And then, like I said earlier, job opportunities. Employers will reach out in different ways through Tallo to just find people to work for them. It's really, really cool that there's a platform that can also help out with that side of life after secondary education. And then also financial aid. We'll talk about Red Kite in a little bit, which is a program that they are in conjunction with for scholarship opportunities and financial aid. We'll talk about that a little bit later too, but they are also a great source along with scholarships for financial aid that can help you guys out. So to create your account, we just sign up, or you can sign up, or if you already have an account, you'll log in. You'll just need a really basic amount of information, and we'll go through that. Just really simple information that you're going to need, and yeah, you're going to keep on. Ooh, sorry. And then if you already have an account, just remember to hit sign in. I've already got an account, so when we go through it in a little bit later, we're just going to go through my account. We're just going to kind of go over everything, and then you guys will be able to see what it's like. And then building your profile. This is something that we should really not rush through. It's really something that we need to take a lot of time to really think about. Think about what you're putting out there for colleges to see. You want to put out information that is accurate, that is appealing, that is really going to draw in colleges and companies and be able to help you get scholarships. You can also, you can find your career goals too. Those are going to be a big thing that you're going to have to be able, or that you're going to be able to put on Tallo, is your career goals. There's a large section right on your dashboard for your profile. It's going to show your career goals. You're going to show your potential majors, your college options, if you've been accepted, where you've applied, things like that. Your education, how far you've gotten in your education, whether you're a sophomore, a freshman, junior, senior, whatever it may be. And then your year of graduation, that's critical. And then also your test scores, that's even more critical. Colleges right now don't all require SAT and ACT scores, but it is still a good idea, if you do have them, to put them out there for them to see. You're also going to include your accomplishments. This one isn't always required necessarily by colleges, but putting accomplishments on there is just one more layer to your application to be even more appealing to them. You're also going to have work experience, which colleges like to see that you're involved in things like work and extracurricular activities, along with volunteering. You're also going to be able to put a resume for colleges to be able to see. They like to see that you have a professional resume. And then also letters of recommendation. I feel like letters of recommendation are really overlooked a lot today. People don't think about letters of recommendation to put on your profile a whole lot. I just think that it's something that we should be more aware of, that is appealing. And I don't think a lot of us think about it as much, but letters of recommendation can really make a big difference on Tallo for you. You also include your memberships. Really big that you make it known that you are a part of HOSA. That is really appealing to people. And then just simple things like your hobbies, your biography, things that you are interested in. And you can also put an introduction video, which is really cool. I don't know of any other sites that are going to be as interactive as this site is. And when you can put your own introduction video to let colleges and companies just get to know you better. And you're also going to be able to put languages. That's something that more colleges and companies are really getting more keen to look for, and it's more appealing to them being able to speak more or different languages. And then highlighted courses. If you've taken AP and college credit courses, those are going to be things that you're going to want to put on your profile for them to see. And make sure that your profile will show the most important things about you, the core values that you stand for, that you believe in. Make sure that your profile is really down to earth and who you are as a person. And make sure, of course, it is professional. We are HOSA future health professionals. Make sure that it is professional, that we don't have anything unprofessional or just not clean or anything like that. We want to make sure that it's clean and professional. And then take the time to fill out all your information and make sure that your profile is as complete as you can get it. You may not be able to fill out everything in your profile, but just try and get as much filled out as you can. Take the time. It may seem like a lot of information at first, but once you put it down and get it out of the way, it's just even easier to keep going and putting really helpful information in there. And then Tallo also has a really interesting tips for an amazing profile suggestion box. This is going to help you. They're going to give you suggestions on what to help with for your profile that will make it more appealing and just more kind of attractive to people to look at. And then we're going to talk about opportunities. This is really big. Opportunities is just at the top left of the Tallo screen, and you can select the drop down arrow, and then you will simply indicate opportunities that you're interested in. We will go over this when we get on the site. We're going to see competitions and events for our state leadership conference this coming April. You'll be able to see scholarships related to HOSA and applications for things like state officer candidacy and events for that. And then your dashboard, also really cool. You're going to find primary features of the site, like your other opportunities, what you can do to build your profile up. You'll also be able to find Red Kite financial aid, which is really, really cool. I don't think that Red Kite has been around for too long with Tallo. I think it's something relatively new, and I think it's working well for them. It's something that you guys should check out if you're looking to get some more financial aid. And then you're going to also be able to do career spotlight, what things that, like you're really interested in, things like that. And if you're interested in the career spotlight that they have posted, you can find out more information on that. You'll also be able to find out their social media. You'll be able to see different organizations that are a part of Tallo, that use Tallo to recruit people, to draw in people, and then also just other resources, and we'll be able to see those when we get on Tallo a little bit later. The organization is just at the bottom of the dashboard page, and you'll get to see a wide variety of colleges and companies, and you'll be able to find the HOSA page. There you'll see the website link, the Learn More tab, and HOSA opportunities that are on Tallo. That's really, really cool. HOSA has a lot of opportunities on there, and it's really, really interesting. And then badges. Apply for your HOSA badge. Your HOSA badge may not come in 1 or 2 days. It may take a little bit longer, but just apply for your HOSA badge. It makes your profile stand out from everybody else. A lot of people don't have badges on there, and you being a HOSA member is going to allow you to stand out, apply for that badge, and you're going to be able to stand out to those colleges and companies. It's going to make it seem like you're more involved because you are more involved, and it's going to make it a lot more attractive. And it also just adds depth to your profile. Like I said, not everybody has a badge on their Tallo account. So having that is just going to add a little bit more depth to it and make you seem like you are more involved in extracurricular activities. And then you also have to have it to run for state office. I encourage everybody, if you are passionate about HOSA and you are looking to get into leadership and get your foot in the door, run for state office. And you have to have your HOSA badge to apply for state office. So I would suggest, if you are interested in that, to definitely get on that. And then we're going to hop on Tallo real quick. If you don't have an account, you can create one when we're done. And then we are going to go ahead and hop right on. So if you type in Tallo, just go to tallo.com, https tallo.com. This will take you here. So as you can see here, we've got a bunch of talent seekers, organizations, educators, things like that. We're going to focus on the logging in and the signing up part. So I'm just going to go ahead and click log in, and you guys will be able to create your own account. It's really simple. It doesn't take a lot of time, just an email and a name and a little bit of personal information. And then you'll be able to come to a screen just like this one. As you can see here, we've got—
Chase.
Yes, sir.
We can only see the very top of the screen where it says app.tallo.com.
You can only see the top of the screen. What? Okay, hang on. Let me stop it. Let me try it again.
There we go.
Better?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry about that. So as you can see, I'll go back here because you guys couldn't see it. But when you type in and just go to tallo.com, it'll bring you to this page, and you'll be able to see these two big buttons up here, just log in and sign up. Signing up is a really easy process. It's just a little bit of simple information. I'm just going to click the login, and it will take me to my account. So once you go through the really quick process of signing up for your Tallo account, it's just going to bring you to this. Now, not everything is going to be filled out when you first create your account, but just some things in here to note. I mentioned the tips for an amazing profile. If you guys click on that, there are some things that are really important for Tallo to know about you, to make you a really, really good profile. It's really helpful. I suggest that when you guys create an account, just check this out and kind of see what suggestions they might have for you. And then as you can see over here, you can have a photo, you can add introduction videos, and then I have my occupation listed here as my status, your name, your photo, where I'm at, my future goals and plans. This is the first thing that you're going to be able to see. As you can see here, I've got my career interests, my location preferences, my next steps. And then if you scroll down a little bit here, you can see what majors I'm considering, where I'm accepted, where I'm committed. And then here is the rest. Here is the rest of your profile that you can spend a lot of time building up and adding more depth to. So for my education, I just have the schools I've attended. We can have your GPA, whether it's a high school or a technical school. You can add your accomplishments in here. Work experience and responsibilities is a big one. Colleges like to see work experience and responsibilities. So I've got some of my employments here. And then languages. I don't have my languages entered currently. And then we have our memberships, extracurricular activities, and hobbies. Make sure that you guys put HOSA down. Make sure you let them know that you are part of HOSA Future Health Professionals, and that it is a great organization and club. And let them know how many, as you can see here, frequency, 3 hours weekly or so. Just put down how engaged you are, how active you are with your memberships, extracurricular activities, hobbies. I know a lot of people play sports and do other clubs and things like that. This section is really, really good to put those things in. And then also you can put your test scores in here. Great for colleges to be able to see that. And then just highlighted courses. If you have any courses that you really like to see, make sure to put those in there that you're proud of taking and passing. Make sure to put those in there and let that be known. And then you can put resumes, letters of recommendation, any other document or file. Put that in there. That's going to add more depth. And then right at the bottom here, our HOSA badge. Make sure you guys apply for your HOSA badge. It's really, really nice to have on your Tallo profile to be able to showcase that. So we're going to go back up to the top here, and then we're going to scroll over to opportunities. And this right here is the core of our state leadership conference for documents. So if I go over here and I type in our organization name, type in HOSA, they have HOSA accounts for every state. Make sure that you select Indiana, obviously. And then you can go to your keyword. If you're looking for something specific, you could do that. But if you go to your types over here and you look for competitions, or you can go to events, things like that. Competitions. There we go. If we go to your competitions here, this is all for State Leadership Conference. And all of your events this year that are on Tallo, that utilize Tallo and its document sending, will be on here. As you can see here, we've got health career display, health career photography, research poster, everything like that. This is how we are able to get documents sent in to be graded and judged. This is going to be the core of how we send those documents. So it's really important that you guys can utilize the keyword box, going to competitions and things like that, and make sure that you know where all this stuff is. And then also we're going to roll over to the dashboard area. It's a really, really cool area. Just kind of the highlights of Tallo here. We've got scholarship opportunities directly from Tallo. And then here's Red Kite from Tallo about their financial aid. Here's our scholarship winner over here. careers, really cool careers. We can scroll through some of these and check out those. And then your opportunities are also going to be listed here. Looks like there's 763 that are available right now. And then you're going to be able to see majors over here and then other tools that they have. And then if you keep going, if we explore organizations, we're going to check out some of these organizations in here, and maybe we can find our HOSA organization here. We've got a bunch of them, colleges, companies, everything like that. And if we type in and click on it, it will take you to this page. And this is all about HOSA Future Health Professionals. If you have friends or you just want to know more about it, and you know, to let people know and learn a little bit more, we have everything about HOSA right here. It's all right here on Tallo. Our purpose, our mission, everything about our membership, our middle school divisions, our post-secondary divisions, collegiate division, and our secondary as well. And then we also have links for our website, and then we also have opportunities, memberships that will take you to our site on our HOSA site. That will tell you a lot of things about our membership. And you're right there at our website too, so you can access everything else about HOSA that you may be looking for. We're gonna roll back over to our opportunities real quick. And my screen wouldn't freeze. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna check out one event for competition here. So if we, for instance, went to life support skills, we're going to check out life support skills. So this is going to tell you the year, the deadline, a short description about what you're going to need, about submitting things, your requirements, selecting boxes, and then any additional information. And right here, the upload file, that's where you're going to put your information at that you're wanting to put on there, and then apply now. And yeah, it's really simple. It's not very complicated. We can check out some others. Some are structured a little bit differently, but for the most part, Tallo is really, really simple to use, guys. It's simple uploading. It's not very difficult. If we click on things like medical innovation, it's the same style. Here, the only difference is for medical innovation, you can just put a video link in there. They're all a little bit different depending on each event that you're doing. And this one is this description is a little bit more specific and a little bit more lengthy. So it's going to tell you a little bit more about each one. And if you guys want to, I mean, you guys can always find resources, or you can always go to this site and check out some of our competitive events if you haven't already. You can also go to our HOSA site and check out events that you may be interested in. You can find some of the requirements here and find out if it's something that you're wanting to do, or maybe you can find others that you are more interested in than what you may be already looking at. Let's see if there's any other ones on here. Research poster. Let's check a research. Yeah, research posters are about the same thing. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, and that is just a quick overview of Tallo. You can also add a short bio on here in your location. I don't think I mentioned that before, but you can really personalize it. You can really just kind of you know, make it really about you, make it really personal you, and you know, make it a reflection of who you are, who you're trying to be, and who you want people to see you as. And then just a quick, we can do a quick debrief. Just, you know, you guys can just think of it in your heads. Just kind of take away, you know, what is Tallo? What exactly is it? How it's specifically beneficial for us? We know that it's critical for submitting documents. You know, we can use it to check out events before we actually compete in them to get more information from the description boxes, find out what all is required, find out other events that we may be more interested in. And then we can also, another way that Tallo can be beneficial as outside of HOSA you could say scholarships, financial aid, career spotlights, things like that. And then if you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat and I will answer them. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, just throw them in the chat. I'll answer them. And yeah. Okay, so we got a question. Is every event available through Tallo or are some not through the site? Every event that requires a document or a file will be through the site. Everything that you need for the event will be through Tallo. Not every event will require something through Tallo, but most of them will. Also, anything that is online, Tallo is the only site that we are using right now. We also use we'll also use a site called Flipgrid for some, but Tallo will be the only major platform that we use for our state leadership conference. Do we use this throughout all of HOSA as a profile? Yes, you can kind of use it as a profile if I'm understanding the question correctly. Do we use this throughout all of HOSA? Like, yes, you can kind of you can make your own, I guess, as just kind of to reflect a HOSA profile if you wanted to. Yeah.
If I can add, so Tallo isn't just specific to Indiana HOSA, as you saw. It's national HOSA and global HOSA, if you will. So any established chapter or even state organization can have their own Tallo, and all HOSA members are using Tallo.
Right.
Okay. I'll go ahead and answer a couple of these. So as far as Tallo is used, it's the preferred platform that National HOSA has acquired for you guys to use to submit things and to promote their scholarships and overall help you guys out. It's not necessarily a HOSA profile whatsoever. It's more of a you celebrating and showing off what you've done type profile. And that's pretty much what Tallo is. It's just helping streamline some of our events so that we can go ahead and get some documents, do some pre-judging so that by the time you either come into the room or come into a Zoom or you sent us a video through Flipgrid for a specific event, that way we can go ahead and add that information to your submission and complete your guys' scores. To answer the question about the Zoom for leadership conference, we will use Zoom for some events, but not all events. So your teachers, if we're using Zoom virtually, if we're doing things virtually, your teachers will be given a list of events that will be using Zoom and a list of events that will be using things like a posting and then you film yourself doing the event, or a posting and you upload into Tallo. So there's a couple of different things that we will be using for the state conference moving forward, depending on how things play out. And we just want you guys to be prepared for it.
Yep. And then if you guys have any more questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat and we will do our best to answer them. Can you just join events now?
Yes, you can just join Tallo. You don't need to be a part of HOSA at all. So just join away. It's a great way to find scholarship money. It's a great way to find financial assistance, and great way to find other competitions. So we know that organizations like DECA and BPA also use Tallo. We know FFA uses some Tallo. We know 4-H uses Tallo. So there's all kinds of opportunities out there, and HOSA is not the only one using it.
And then, so Zoom will not be used for leadership conferences, correct? Zoom will be used for state leadership conference. Tallo is simply just more focused on the event part of it. So Zoom will be used for state leadership conference in other capacities. Okay. Well, if you guys have any more questions, you can go ahead and drop them in the chat. We'll answer them. I think we've got them all answered. I believe we do. So, yeah, I think we've got all of our questions answered. If you have any more, like I said, go ahead and drop them in. We'll be happy to answer them for you. So, yeah, if not, we can go ahead and end this workshop if there's no more questions. So, yeah, if we hope that this has helped. If you need any sort of clarification or anything, we'd be happy to clarify anything if you're not 100% sure on it either. Okay, good deal. It looks like we've got everybody kind of on the same page and everybody understands what we're kind of doing with Tallo. So, all right, well, unless there's going to be any more questions dropped in there, I think we're going to go ahead and end this workshop, guys. Thank you so much for coming to our first workshop of Winter Rally. We've got another one coming up in just a little bit. That one's going to be really exciting. That's going to be our president, Ms. Julia Stover. So make sure to tune into hers. That one's going to be really, really fun. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Thank you for all that you do for us and supporting us. So I think that's going to be all for today. And hopefully we will see you guys at the next workshop in just a little bit. All right. Thank you guys.